Welcome to West Coast Wednesdays. I'm Mark Herzl, the district manager here at A.N. Derringer in Los Angeles, California, where you know that sun is always shining. Hey, a couple of weeks ago, the Port of Los Angeles announced a pilot project in partnership with GE Transportation in the digitization of the port, with the ultimate goal of increasing both the visibility and the velocity of terminal operations. It's a giant step forward, but getting to this point really hasn't been easy. The conception of this project really was a result of the San Pedro Bay port congestion issues we had in the winter of 2014, after which the Federal Maritime Commission granted the LA and Long Beach ports antitrust protection when discussing projects that address transportation infrastructure needs and port-related pollution control measures. Now, this approval gave birth to the San Pedro Bay Supply Chain Optimization Committees, where both ports collaborated and built working groups that gathered around one table the ocean carriers, the terminal operators, railroad, drayage companies, longshore labor, importers, exporters, and other interested parties, including, yes, even customs brokers and freight forwarders. I was there too. We all came around together around the table to help meet these challenges and to find ways to flush out who needs the data, who needs visibility to the data, how can this data be shared with others downstream in the supply chain who may also need to know. Now, this local group then spawned other similar supply chain groups in the U.S. Department of Transportation, the U.S. Department of Commerce, and the Federal Maritime Commission. This spring, GE Transportation will start with just two actors in the supply chain, Maersk Line and APM Terminals. Although I say just two, they happen to be the two single largest players. Maersk has a capacity of over 3 million TEU, and that was before they announced the purchase of Hamburg Süd a couple weeks ago for $4 billion, which added another 645,000 TEU to their fleet. APM Terminal, right here behind me, is no different in its role in the industry as a behemoth with 484 total acres, 5 berths with 55-foot drafts. This terminal can hold both 8,000 wheeled containers and 17,000 grounded containers. And APM isn't resting on its laurels. It's in the process of elevating 10 of their 14 cranes an additional 33 feet to be able to handle the largest container ships in the world. Vessels that have a beam of 23 containers wide and stack 10 containers high above deck. Now, inside this monster terminal is over 40 acres of an on-dock rail facility with 5 miles of track able to simultaneously accommodate 4 double-stack trains. Now, this pilot project with just these two players should cover just about every possibility. Currently, the terminal operators and the ports get a clear picture of what's coming in about 2 days out. Now, with the filtered manifest data from ACE, this system should be able to give them visibility upwards to 2 weeks. And this increased line of sight to the supply chain is anticipated to decrease the amount of touches on a container that it dwells inside the terminal, leading to decreased emissions and also fewer equipment moves. This increased efficiency should lead to decreased dwell times and decreased turn times. So once this model is operating here at APM, then these anticipated efficiencies, and when their anticipated efficiencies are realized, what they'll do is they'll bring it over to Long Beach and then to the 13 San Pedro Bay container terminals, then to the US, and then to the world. No, seriously, folks, it's been a long road to get to this point, and there's still plenty of work to be done before it's fully implemented. But once it's up and running, it will bring efficiency and visibility and predictability to your international supply chain, especially out here on the West Coast. Now, go out there and have yourself a great Wednesday.